Hey, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's Talks and Tea with me, Tonya Nicole, and I am so excited because I have another phenomenal guest with me today, Dr. Leona Allen. Say hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody. Thanks for having me. I'm excited.
Oh, I am so excited as well. As you know, kind of the layout of Talks and Tea, we'll do a couple of preliminaries and then we will jump right into getting to know you a little bit and going from there. If you are here and you're joining us for the first time, go ahead and comment in the comment box, say hello, and tell us what you're drinking tonight on Talks and Tea with me, Tonya Nicole. And so before we get into the nitty gritty, as you know, we're going to talk about our tea, but I'm also going to do our intro a little earlier tonight so that as you're coming on, you can share this message, tag somebody in it, and make sure they know that this is a call they don't want to miss. This is a tea they don't want to miss because we're going to dish the good tea tonight, okay? That's right. You didn't know, Dr. Leona, but we're going to dish the good tea tonight. If you're joining us for the first time, Dr. Leona rounds off this week of dynamic presenters. We have had someone every night. And don't worry, I know you're looking and saying, wait, Wednesday night, you didn't have her. Don't worry, because next week we have another dynamic roundup and we have a special treat for you. On Tuesday of next week, we're going to do a double hitter. So the lady you thought you missed, she'll be back on Tuesday night. So we have someone Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and we're going to bring it to you, bring it live. And just like the She Conference, we're going to bring it to you unfiltered and uncensored. So we're going to start us off. Dr. Leona, what are you drinking tonight?
Oh, my goodness. Tonight I am drinking ginger turmeric tea.
Yes. You better bring the health. Tell us about your ginger turmeric tea.
Yeah, to bring on the ginger turmeric because it's good for, I'm a health nut. So the ginger turmeric tea is just good for inflammation, good for digestion, good for regulating blood pressure, sugar levels. I mean, it's amazing. This is medicine in a cup right here.
That's
Natural
right.
medicine.
That's why I love the idea of tea, because it is medicine in a cup and it doesn't have all that artificial stuff that you put in your body and your body doesn't know what to do with.
Yes.
What does your mug say, or does it not say anything?
I love this mug, and it's perfect for this event tonight. It's the caterpillar. Wait, when the caterpillar thought the world was over, it became a butterfly.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
She did that. She
yes.
did. I love that. So I have a little mug and it's in memory of you. So I searched very hard because I was like, Dr. Leona is going to bring the funk. So I need to bring an awesome mug. So I have a mini mug and it says, rise and grind, because I know health is your forte. Yes. And so that idea of grinding, not just in health, but also in business and in life, I feel like that's really what you're all about.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Cheers.
Cheers. Let's taste it. Oh, I made mine extra sweet. I don't know how to do these little, because they're cappuccino mugs, but I love them. So I always add too much honey when I do that. Okay, so really quickly, you all know I'm so excited. I've been talking about these teas for the last couple of days because Morphia herbal blends and smoke blends, their teas are amazing. And they've given us all these wonderful teas. And the lady who is in charge of this company, she's just amazing. I've had a chance to talk with her. She's another powerhouse woman. And so I really hope that if you're out there, you get to meet her at the She Empowerment Conference. But without further ado, we're going to get started with our intro. Dr. Leona, now's the time. Let's share this to everybody that we know while they're listening to our intro. And if you're here, remember, comment in the comment box, tell us hello, and tell us what you're drinking. like I need more time because it's taking me a little longer to share.
Let me tell you right now, I am not tech savvy. I couldn't figure out how to share it.
Look, I'm looking very slow. My daughter
Hey,
picks on me.
all right, audience, can we have a minute, please?
Yes, my daughter picks on me because I'm like, this
I
is my
wasn't that
listening
quick.
phase.
I'm glad it wasn't just me.
No, it was me too. Usually I share it on the computer so you can't tell when I'm looking crazy. But today I decided to do it on my phone. I thought it would be easier, but I couldn't see.
Okay. All right. I got one more share. Let me
No worries. No worries.
share it to my business page. Here we go. Not that one.
While you're sharing, I'm just going to highlight Jackie has joined us today, and Jackie says awesome. So she's very excited already as we bring in this idea of talking about the teas and talking about health. So we are ready for our talk.
Let's do this. I'm all shared. I figured it out. It's like a quiz. You're like, whoop.
Right. And like, am I supposed to press that button? Oh my goodness. I tell you,
Right,
we're going to be great in this technology. All right. So if you're new and you're joining us, we have with us Dr. Leona. And when I tell you this is a woman on fire, she is a mother, she's a doctor, she's a speaker, she's the founder of the Freedom Health Systems, and she's an author. Dr. Leona is on fire. And what I love about her and her message is that she is on a mission. And her mission is, all of these great things, but her mission is to help each and every one of you out there transform your pain into power and achieve more freedom. And that starts in your health and it reflects in your life. So Dr. Leona, tell us a little bit about yourself. Where are you from? What's your mindset? What do you do? Tell us about you.
Well, I have many, many hats, as you mentioned. But at the end of the day, it's really about being true to who I am and really exploring the journey. And really, my journey started I would say, I don't want to go back to my childhood and all that. But I think when I was reflecting on what I was going to share tonight, I was thinking about my journey to freedom really started when I was a mechanical engineer, which is one of my hats. A lot of people don't know that. So this is my second career.
Over here because I'm so excited.
So that's when that seed of freedom was planted. So if there was a word that represented everything I stand for, is freedom. And that actual seed, that idea, I didn't know it would turn into this. But that seed was planted in 1996 when I lived in Detroit, Michigan. So I was an engineer, and I realized, at that point in my life, that wasn't the fit for me. That wasn't where I wanted to be. I didn't know what was driving it at the time. I was only, I don't know how old I was at the time, 20 something. I had a good job, no debt. I was looking outside looking in, it looked like I had it going on.
Right.
But something was missing. So just long story short, in 1998 is when I decided to leave that comfortable job with benefits and start over and begin a career in the natural health profession. So I moved to Georgia and took a leap of faith, had some more debt. I was debt free. I got student loans, went back to school, and really started all over. And people really thought I was crazy. So, I'm used to people thinking, why are you doing that? Why are you thinking that? Why are you leaving that to be a chiropractor? So,
right.
So it's just, my life has been that way, just really taking those chances and not really understanding why. And now looking back, it's like, wow, that seed is finally blooming. That freedom is finally coming true, and really knowing what that means has really been a big, big part of my life. And that journey from when I had that idea to leave that job to where I am now. So a lot has happened about, 98? High math. 20. I don't know who's counting.
A lot of years. A lot of years.
So my overnight success took about 20 years. So
I love that part of your story because I feel like it's a common theme. And it's so funny because none of us have talked, but there's a common theme that we have been stuck to live within this framework. And then we move beyond that idea. Exactly. The box. and that none of us fit in that box. Talk a little bit about not fitting in the box.
I never fit in a box. I mean, from like birth, I was born. Ah! That was me when I
Yes.
was born. So I already knew, there was something more. But you're told, go to school, get a job with benefits, and you'll be all right. But something inside of me said, I don't know, I want to be free. That wanted that freedom. I wanted to explore and learn. And my health, I mean, not my health, but my passion was really in health. I was always been fascinated with the human body and how things work since I was 8. So, just I've always wanted to be outside that box. And I got in trouble when I wanted to think outside the box. The teachers were
Mm,
saying, learn this. I'm like, well, I want to learn this.
right.
So, so that's why that word is so important to me, because I never was able to fit into that box. And when I tried, and people that know me well know this is true, whenever I tried to be in that box, I was not happy. I knew it wasn't the right way to be. So
Oh my
I was
goodness.
never
I
happy.
can I can resonate with your story. I'm getting feedback and it's driving me crazy, but I can resonate with your story. Hold on just a second. It's not letting me be great. Okay, there we go. I kept hearing an echo,
I'll
but I
calm
can
down.
no, you're great. Because I can resonate with your story. That is like a large part of what I have been saying lately is I never fit in that box. I never fit into the norm of what I was supposed to do in this area. And I always knew that my purpose of what I was supposed to be doing, I love youth. I've always been passionate about youth. I knew that's what I was doing and something in that arena. But it just, in my mind, it wasn't stable. It wasn't consistent. It didn't provide all of these things that people told us they provided. But then I realized the other things didn't provide it either.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Tell me
Yep.
something about that. So, us having these epiphanies, share with us what are the lessons that you learned as a result?
As a result of the lessons I've learned of breaking out the box, or in general,
Mhm.
because I
I'll
could go
take
on
any of
what,
it.
3 hours. The lessons I've learned, there is just so many, and I think the biggest lesson I think is not being afraid. Not being afraid to take those risks, and not being afraid to do to really express your calling and just be different and stand out. And I think so many people try to be comfortable and fit in, that they don't do anything. It makes them stagnant. It's scary to step out the box. It's scary to be different. It's scary to chase after your dreams. And then the lessons I learned was stepping out of that, despite the criticism and people telling me, you're crazy. Why did you leave the job? Why did you move? It's just having that courage to do it anyway, and knowing that you are going to have setbacks, you are going to have disappointments. There were
Hmm.
moments when I said, oh my goodness, maybe I shouldn't have left that job. Maybe I should have stayed. There were moments like that. But I think the biggest lessons is I kept going. I didn't give up. I
You're
started
giving
a
so
business.
many
I
lessons. I
mean,
can't type fast enough. I
I'm
love
sorry. I mean, I'm trying to just give you 1 or 2 lessons, but there's just so many, because
it.
the lessons prepare you for the next lesson. So if you don't
Wow.
learn the first lesson, you're not going to be ready for the next. And some people don't even step to learn that first lesson. But
Mm.
I've made so many mistakes; it's ridiculous. But I think that I am empowered because of all the mistakes I've made, and that's my biggest lesson. I welcome mistakes at this point.
Right, right. And how do you think that people, I know part of what I said when I kind of brought you in, how do you think that idea of turning your pain into power, what does that mean?
Well, I think my biggest pain, I've had many. I've had ups and downs, failures, just all that, like everybody else. But I think one of my biggest was when I was sick myself.
Mm,
Before it was like, I was in pretty much good health. I was, did sports in school. So, health, as far as I know, I thought I was pretty good. And when I was started my business, people were in pain, and I was just like, why are you whining? What's the deal? Just do this and you'll get better. But when I got sick, You know, I had gained 80 pounds, was pre-diabetic, ended up
Oh,
having fatty liver, depression, fatigue. I mean, I ended up having so many health issues that it really affected how I was able to function. My practice I almost lost everything because of the illness that I had. So I think it was that pain. It was like either just quit, which I almost did, or decide to pull from this, because I was at one of my lowest points at that point, and I knew that I had to either pull out of that or just give up. So thankfully, from that pain, and that was some true pain, I was able to lift myself out of that, and it elevated me to even a higher level, to the point where my practice, myself, my family, we got to a point where we were much better now than we were back then. But it took me going through that to get to that point.
I love, love, love that, because you're really bringing all together that idea of it was necessary for you to go through it in order to get to where you are. And so, for those of you all that are out there that are listening, you may be going through something right now. And the message and the words that Dr. Leona is saying, it's okay. It's necessary now so that you can be to where you are supposed to be. And so take what you're going through, take your experiences and use them to learn the lessons that you can gather from them. Use them as building blocks. And I'm going to tell you, I mean, this is going to be my shameless plug, but if you want to know more about this and learn from Dr. Leona about how to do this, register for the She Empowerment Conference. You like how I connected that? Definitely register for the She Empowerment Conference, because she's going to be there presenting this awesome talk about kind of owning your health and taking control of that so you can take control of your life. And she's going to share some of the intimacies of where she's been and how she's gotten to where she is now. And for you all out there, the She Empowerment Conference is about so much more. It's not just an event. I say this a lot. It's an experience, because it really helps us as you're feeling down in the head and as you're feeling that negativity and that pressure. You need to pour into yourself so that you can continue to move. So register.
Yes. It's going to be powerful. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's going to be good. I know it is.
The closer it gets, like I'm about to jump out of my skin, and it's not good because I can't go to sleep because I'm just excited. And then I wake up early and I'm like, okay, this is not going to work out well. I need to get some rest.
You got a powerful lineup. I mean, I'm only a spoiler alerter, but
right. It's
gonna be good. I've seen the lineup, y'all. You won't regret it. Yes.
You won't regret it. If you're here, if you're just now joining us, Dr. Leona has come to us today and is just sharing a little bit about who she is. And she's talking about turning your pain into power. And she really speaks a lot to that as it relates to your health and holistic health and natural health. If you want to share some comments, go ahead and do that inside the comment box. Dr. Leona is here. She'd love to interact with you. So comment about your health. If you're having troubles, if you can relate, share with us in the comments. Dr. Leona, what does it mean to work with holistic and natural health? Like, say it for the people in the back who just don't get it.
It's really using natural solutions to healthcare to health without drugs or surgery. Lifestyle changes, dietary changes, moving your body, and the biggest thing is getting to the underlying cause of the problem, not just masking it with medication or over-the-counter medication or pills. Wow. Or covering up with a lotion or something like that. It's really getting to the underlying cause and creating a lifestyle strategies that help you overcome or prevent illness. So it's not just about getting well, but actually aging gracefully and preventing a lot of illnesses that tend to happen as we get older.
So do you think we shouldn't be aching as we get older? This is a personal question.
We can slow it down. But if you're 25 and aching, there's something going on, So, it's really about, if you're aching, you need to find out why. And there's usually a reason why. These symptoms is a sign that something is wrong with the body. That's what symptoms are. It's an alarm signal. And some of our health issues don't even have symptoms. Sometimes you can have things going on that you don't even know about, but making sure that you live a lifestyle. When you make healthy choices, you end up getting the results come back to you. You make healthy choices, you get health. You make sick, toxic choices, you get sick and toxic. So it's really how I approach health and life. That's why I say your health and your life, because one of my mentors said, how you do anything is how you do everything. So when you learn to incorporate these strategies to be healthy and thriving and energetic and focused, it ends up overflowing in other aspects of your life.
That is so on point. How you do anything is how you do everything. Oh my goodness, that's, yeah. And so as we look at our health, I mean, that's a big piece of that. And it does affect every aspect. So this has always been my issue. And you can tell us to wait, but I'm going to throw it out there. This is not something we prepared.
Uh-oh.
One thing, I have a couple of things to talk to you about that we haven't prepared. Right, right. Mine's already gone because it was in this little itty bit.
All right, I'm ready.
But I always get frustrated. Can I be 100% real? Unfiltered, uncensored.
Keep it real, unfiltered.
I don't like when skinny people try to tell me how to lose weight.
No.
and like, you've always been skinny. Like, yes, you may have some really good methods, but you don't have the same family makeup as me, and you haven't done anything. You've always been a $105 and nothing more. Okay. So someone coming, just looking at you, they can be like, oh yeah, she's great. How do they get past that? You see where I'm going with this?
When someone, you see, that's the difference. Like some times I've been overweight, and with me, when I approach someone, I guess my position is different because I've been there, so I can speak from experience. So it also depends on where that's coming from. But another thing that skinny people need to realize is just skinny doesn't always represent health. Okay?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You gotta know that. Just because you're skinny doesn't mean that. And that's one of the biggest myths that are affected people. They think that just because they're skinny, they're okay. But I've met skinny people with diabetes. I've met skinny people with heart disease. I've met skinny people with other autoimmune disease. So being skinny doesn't always mean being healthy.
I love that. That's what I tell my kids all the time. I'm like, the goal is to be healthy. That is the goal, because I do have a daughter that is really slim, and I try to really work with her on, people don't realize you get body shaming, whether you're skinny, whether you're fat, whether you're medium, you get body shame regardless. And so that's very important to look at that health aspect of it.
Yeah. Because one thing I tell people is focus on the health, the weight. Healthy weight is a side effect of health. So people are trying to lose health. People are trying to lose weight, but there's people losing weight in an unhealthy way. So just don't focus on losing the weight. You got to focus on getting healthy, and healthy bodies are at a healthy weight, period. And I'll never be petite. Okay.
Right.
I'm still a pretty stocky person, but I'm healthy. And there's some people that are going to be petite, but they're healthy. Some people, so you just focus on the health and don't worry about trying to look like somebody else.
I love that. I love that. All right. So if you all can relate to that, go ahead and share with us, because Dr. Leona is giving, excuse me, she's giving the knowledge. I love it. So here's my other question. I've just gone completely off.
It's okay.
I love this.
Uncensored, unfiltered.
I was looking forward to talking to you. So here's my next question. Again, I told you this before. I absolutely love your locks. Can you tell us a little bit about your lock journey? And for those of you who don't know what locks are a hairstyle in which you wear your hair and you cause it to, it's a style. You cause it to be strands that are interlocked together, and they grow in a permanent style together. And so I admire your locks, and I have just started my lock journey, and I get on camera and I'm like, hopefully what I say is important because I look crazy. Share with me a little bit about your lock journey.
Well, my lock journey started in 2015. So I've had these locks for about 5 years. And it's always been a part of me. I've had natural hair since the 90s. So I've always done braids and twists. And, I've always had a variation of styles. But in 2015 is when I decided these are sister locks. And I said, you know what? I'm going to make this commitment, get my sister locks. And I absolutely love them. And it's rough at first. I think that first year is like, but but after a while, be patient. It's the journey. You planted that seed. You got to go through the ups and downs and the struggles and the lessons and the pain. But those locks are going to get powerful. They're going to get strong. They're going to get beautiful. They're going to get full. You're going to love them. So
I love that. And I feel like that relates so much with what you do. So you talk about holistic health and your natural look, your natural what you're bringing, and that idea of even your lock journey or what a lock journey is kind of represents what you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
Can you go ahead and break down that metaphor a little bit more?
Which metaphor?
How your locks and how that journey of patience, putting in the work. It's like I already did it. Patience and putting in the work results in what you want to see, and it results in that.
Well, I'll use that metaphor because a lot of people are like, oh, I want to get locks, but I don't know if I could go through that. But that's how people see life. How you do anything is how you do everything. A lot of people don't want the end result because they don't want to put in the work and they don't want to be patient and they don't want to wait. It takes patience. It takes that frustration. It takes those days when your hair is sticking straight up and you can't get it to go down. It's like it takes sacrifice, so that's kind of how life is. And I think people get through further in life when they realize that you got to go through the ugly parts to get to the pretty parts.
I love that. I love that. Go through the ugly parts to get through the pretty parts. Okay, so let me get back on course. Okay, what services do you offer? See, that's so boring. No, but honestly, you're telling us all of this and these are great. But if somebody wanted to connect with you, do you want to share what your services you offer, or do you want them to connect with you?
I could share for a moment. I mean, I do have a practice, is known for my brick and mortar is known for my chiropractic. I do offer chiropractic services, but what I'm really mainly known for are my weight loss and nutrition and wellness services, helping people with their underlying issues. So if they do want to learn more, they can go to my website, drleona.com, DRLEONA.com. And I'm also on Facebook at Dr. Leona and on Instagram at dr.leona. So those are some resources where you can find me, learn more about the services I offer, some of the programs I offer, and things like that. Because what I do is very complex. It's not a magic pill, potion, or lotion. This is about people who are wanting to change the way they think, the way they act, the way they do, that will actually support health and wellness, not just looking for that magic lotion to get it all.
I love it. Is that correct? drleona.com for your website?
That's correct.
Okay, so if you're joining us, her website is drleona.com, and that banner scrolling at the bottom is how you can connect with her on Facebook. And if you're looking for her on Instagram, just put a period in between that doctor and the Leona, and you'll find her again, because she's going to be a great person to connect with. But another plug, you can connect with her at the She Empowerment Conference. So tell us a little bit about you anticipating being a part of the She Empowerment Conference and what it means to you to be a part of a group of women that empower other women.
Man, you had me at hello when you invited me to be a part of this platform. So I'm very excited. And, to answer your question, I used to be that person that read all the books, went to all the seminars, and this was before virtual summits, okay, when you had to travel to hear people speak. And I used to be that person sitting in the chairs and just admiring these leaders that are empowering us. And it's just, and then when you listen to them, there's always a nugget or something that they share, their story that empowers someone else, including myself. And it's just an opportunity to be on the other side of that. Because I know no matter who you listen to, whether it's me and some of the other amazing speakers in this conference, you're going to learn something, whether it's a sentence, a story, a tool, a strategy. You're going to get something out of that that's going to help you bring your life from where you are to where you want to be. So I'm just happy to be a part of that.
I love it. I love it. So tell us what's next for you. What's coming up on your calendar? Yes, the She Empowerment Conference, but what beyond? How else can people see you if they're looking?
Well, to stay in touch, I mean, just really follow my platforms as I truly announce them. I announce them when things come up. I have a book. I didn't mention my book. It's available on Amazon. It's
Show
called
us
Journey
the
to
book.
Healing. Yeah. So, I happen to have it right here.
I love it. That's
So, so A Journey to Healing, it shares a lot of my story and some of the principles, available on Amazon. So really the best way is to connect with me. I'm also working on a new book. I'm not going to share too much details about that yet, but if you follow me and stay in touch with me, you will be updated with new events and projects and programs and all that.
I love it. I mean, one of the things I'm so excited. I love doing this event and planning it. It has been so much joy. But I'm telling you, like, I want all of you all. I'm sitting here thinking, like, okay, I need this in my life and I need this in my life. It's great. And it's great because it just helps you beyond. It helps you learn how to be great and learn that other people have gone through things, have gone through big things, and they're still able to walk into that space of greatness and understand the idea that greatness is not just for one person. We all can get a chance to be great. So I love that. I love hearing this from you, Dr. Leona. If you want to see Dr. Leona, if you want to be involved in a powerhouse segment of just being poured into with positivity, with energy, with love, with excitement, with all of those things, come register today, right now, for the She Empowerment Conference. It's scrolling below on that banner. That's right. Come today. So one thing that I did on the last live, Dr. Leona, before we go out, I want you to do it. So what we did, I loved it because we played off of the word she, because we often do that. And so I want you to give a few words followed by the statement she as to what she means to you.
She is her strengths. She is her weakness. She is her tears. She is her laughter. She is her successes and failures. She's her memories, her thoughts. She's the people she loves and who love her. I mean, she's her experiences. So it's time to embrace she and what she has to offer.
I love it. I love it. Kathy gives us love. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. If you didn't catch us on the live, don't worry, you can catch us in the replay. But even more, you can catch us and many others at the She Empowerment Conference. Register today. We'd love to see you out there. This has been Talks and Tea with me, Tonya Nicole, and my special guest, Dr. Leona. Cheers to us. My last little bit of tea. See, I made you laugh. I made you laugh. Oh, a special shout out. Vershonda, she was one of our original team members to Plan She in 2015, and she is on, she said, awesome. So that is great. And we're receiving a lot of responses, positive responses for you all out there. Keep commenting. Dr. Leona has connections to this video to see your comments, and she can respond with you as well as me. Before we go out, before I give my wonderful goodbye, I'm going to give you one more highlight of what you want to do as soon as you leave off of this live.
I love that.
I did you always do it. I'm like,
especially a happy place.
It is. All right. For all of you all out there, thanks for joining me, Tonya Nicole with Talks and Tea, and my special guest, Dr. Leona. See you next time. Peace.